The Toybox learnt me that a child is never too young to learn, and every time the Toybox ladies comes up, they learn something different every week. The Toybox brought painting and sand. Brittany loved it. She destroyed herself with it. Well, I liked when the Toybox ladies came in because they were like friends coming in. Brittany loved them because they were like her friends, and she was comfortable playing with them, and I was comfortable them coming in because they were like my friends playing with my children.
What is it? So we're singing songs. What did we sing the last day?
I heard about the Toybox project from my family and friends, and when the Toybox worker was in with my nieces and nephews, they were playing, they were enjoying it, so I wanted my own little girl to enjoy it when she was born. The benefits are my little girl learning new skills and me learning new skills playing with the baby. Dulcie's only 6 months and she's learning to sit up by herself, learning to gabble at you, and she's learning to pick up toys and to just play with you and smile back at you. And the Toybox lady coming in and telling me about other projects that's going on in the town, and as a new mum I think that's very important with me and my baby. I would tell a new parent that a baby is never too young to learn and to start them off young, and they'll learn their skills as they're getting older. Get the Toybox lady in and it helps their baby learn new skills and helps them as a mummy to learn with their baby. Me and my husband Charlie also love playing with her together, but when the doors is closed he loves her playing with him by himself, and he's like a big baby rolling up and down the floor and walking with her walkie pin. He calls it her pink beetle car. And he just enjoys her, and when she sees him she's gabbling to get up at him. And they're just very, very close, and it's nice to see a daddy very close to the baby girl as well.
Do you just want to start with yours for the set of skills for the flyer? Yep.
The 2-year-old programme in our area is really good. It runs for 4 days a week. 3 days the children stay on their own with the staff, and the staff is really, really good with them. On the 4th day, on Friday, we stay with them for an hour. Even though for the children, the mummies and all enjoy it because we're joining in with the children, and we're learning things with the children that we wouldn't really learn at home with them, like making buns, and they're running around playing things like that. The mess, I used to never like mess, and I still don't like mess. But since Joshua started this 2-year-old programme, he loves to mess about. He's wearing wee aprons and things, and the staff really tidies up and things like that. So I have been more relaxed. When he comes home, he's allowed to mess. It's just don't have to be up so tight about it the whole time. He's allowed to do these things. So when we go home, I go and I do buy a wee paint for him or a wee glitter for him or things like that. That I know that he enjoys it that much in the 2-year-old programme. So I get it at home, and me and the rest of the children join in with him, playing with it and drawing and painting with him. The hall in here is very, very big. And the child loves playing up football and things, especially in the winter mornings when you can't get up and you can't get to the park. Well, I just said to Joshua, come on, we're going to the 2-year-old programme, and he gets up out of bed and he knows he's going to have fun with his friends and all and playing football, because the hall in here has plenty of room and all in it for that. When the children is out in the hall playing with their activities, parents is in talking about the next week, what they're going to plan and what they're going to do for the children. Like this week we done buns. Next week we might do painting, and next week we might do something else for them. Something that we like to do with the children, and the children really enjoys it. I think in this programme the dads should be involved in it. The dads should come down of a Friday, not just leave it all to the mums. If the dads come down here to this 2-year-old programme, they'll know what the children is up to, they'll know what they're doing, and not just to show them when they go home. Let them see what they're doing. Not just lift them from the door or collect them, just come in and join in with the mother. So it's good for the daddies to get involved in it. Very good to daddies to get involved in it. In this programme, there's settled children in it with the travelling children, and Joshua really enjoys talking to the settled children. The first day he came in here, the wee boy came over to him and says, "What's your name?" He says, "Aaron." And Joshua is Joshua. So he's just not with the travelling children, he's with the settled children as well. And it's not only for the children, it's the parents as well, that they're mixing with the settled people as well. So it's really, really good. Well, the staff in this programme, well, it's easy enough because they're like sisters. They're like mostly like mothers, sisters, like whatever you want to call them, but they're just completely brilliant, they're perfect. You couldn't get any better staff for to look after your children and trust them. If I had questions to ask the staff, I'm really confident to go over and ask the staff because they really listen to you. They really understand what you're coming from. Another bit Travellers has a different talk, and they understand that, and they really give you good advice like for the children here. One morning I got Joshua ready for school and I handed him money, and I said to him, Joshua, who's this money for? It's from a teacher. So that's something he'd never say before, and he comes out with his drawings and he runs into the house and he writes them up in the fridge, and he calls his daddy over and he says, Daddy, look, notice what he'd done in the programme, which he'd never do before. So he's coming around great with his talk and things like that, and he goes to bed early, gets up for to go to the programme. He really, really enjoys it. So I'm really glad that it is here for the children, not only for the settled children, it's for the travelling children as well.
I think it's important for Caitlin to go to school because she's getting all the things she needs from school with special needs child, with the physio, with the OT. Plus she's mixing in with other children and she's getting to know more things and how to activate with other children and play with toys.
What about this colour? This is red.
Like everything a special needs child is supposed to do, they don't do at home. She's learning all this from school. So I think it's great that she is at school.
Knock, knock. Come in.
I was a person a few years ago that thought that I wouldn't let my child into school. That was my first big girl, Winnie. But it wasn't until a few years later that when I got married I realised they benefit more from school than being stuck at home. They learn more, they mix in more, they get to see other things that they don't see at home. Mary started to go horse riding from school. Then she started to learn swimming from school, which if at the send Winnie have got all them opportunities. So that's why I made sure that Caitlin were going, so she'd get all these opportunities.
I get you. What? Where'd we go? Going for a walk?
Nearly all special needs school is one-to-one. Everything is totally secure. They treat the children better than they probably treat their own. They're that much in love with them. And every special needs child is a little character in its own way. So that's why it makes the school love them more.
Yeah? You're going the wrong way. Come on.
A lot of people with special needs children thinks that putting them to school makes no difference in their lives anyway, because especially Irish children don't live very long. But I think that they should be going to school at a special young age because they learn more. When we used to bring Mary to school, when Mary came in that gap, Mary pint and was dad. The look on her face was enough to let you know how much she loved it. She's got the same way. She's in the same way now. Every time she sees a uniform in the morning, she knows it's school time. So I think it's brilliant that children does get going to school, and I think they learn an awful lot from school, even if they don't live to a long age. Still, they benefit from the time that they are there.
Caitlin's turn.
Well, I know that she mightn't have a long length of life, but please God, she'll have a good quality of life between what I'm doing for her, dad's doing for her, and the school is doing for her. She'll have a great life, won't you, Caitlin? A great quality of life, won't you, Caitlin? Oh, what I get out of play with Caitlin is the smile she gives you, and the way she gets in, and how she's learning. When you show her something once, well then you show her the second time, and she's learning straight away how to do it. She's listening to you. So we have great crack at home, don't we, Caitlin? Playing, especially laughing in the bed and all, don't we, Caitlin? Listening to the music. Don't we?
I think a lot of men should get involved with their children's life, because if you help make them, help rear them. And to be honest with you, I've got no shame in my body. People might look at this and laugh at it. I don't care, because at the end of the day, I've got my children and I'm doing the best I can with my children to rear them and have a good role model in their life. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes too. Like I'm involved with all my children's appointments. Sometimes if my wife was sick, I'd bring my children to doctors. I even go shopping. And turn the other one. No, not at all. Not at all. Turn it like this one. Yeah, clap your hands then. Good boy, clap your hands. You can go to a park and kick a ball around, throw a frisbee around, do what you want to do in the park. That doesn't cost no money. To watch your children come down the slide. Every child needs a dad in their life. Hello. When a child is born, you can give a child everything from the day it's born. You could be the poorest person in the world. It doesn't take money to be happy with your children and sit and play with children. Some people say that the child can't see till they're 6 weeks, so there's no point playing with them until they're 6 weeks old until they see, because all they can see is black and white. You put your face to a child's face. How do you not know that your child can't see you? They can understand your voice. When a baby's a baby, dads don't really want to involve themselves because, like they say, oh, they don't know nothing. It's nice to pick your child up and give her a wee cuddle and give them a cuddle. That's the best thing I can think of, is because there's no excuse. A man can do what a woman can do. A man can cook dinners, he can clean up the house, they can do anything. They can even sit down on the floor for 5 minutes and play with their children. Anybody can do it. I explained about Toybox to them. I put my sisters onto it, I put my brothers onto it, put family onto it, even put friends onto it. So we just told them Toybox, and with the Toybox, every little bit helps.
Doesn't think it's funny. He's tangled on a grey goat and calls out for his mummy. Do you think he's scared?
Yeah.
Yeah? Let's see what happens next. Blah beats the goat, who shakes from side to side. And Incy Wincy Spider begins another ride. Let's see where it goes. You follow that with your finger round and round. Where's it going? Oh, up and up and up and up. Where's he landing?
On the car.
On the car. Oh no.
I felt it was very important for Jasmine to have her nursery year because it got Jasmine ready for P1. If you didn't send them to nursery and you just get them ready for P1, it would take them a long time to get settled into it because they weren't used to it. They weren't used to going anywhere. They were used to being at home, like with mummy. So it gives you a break and it gives her a break. It gives her a chance to meet her wee friends, to be ready for P1, primary school. And along with that, the wee friends will be going to primary one with her and she'll have her wee friends. So it's very important for, I think, as a parent, for to send them to nursery. When they go to P1, it's a very big advantage for them, I think. When it was time for Jasmine to go to school, Toybox helped me. They put up wee forms and all to fill in, and whatever had to be sorted out to get her ready for school. And also, they taught her a lot of skills, her wee colours, her painting and a few nursery rhymes, how to tidy up, how to take turns, how to share. They got her ready for nursery, so when she went into nursery, Jasmine was used to that. Jasmine has a very good bond with her teacher. She loves her teachers, and the staff is very, very polite, very good. She's happy in it, and I know she's safe in it. I know if I had a problem in the school, or if there was a problem with Jasmine in the school, that the teachers would get in contact with me very quickly, and it would be resolved very quickly. As a parent, it's very important to support Jasmine in school and to make sure that Jasmine is all her wee bits and pieces and all ready for school, like her wee uniform and her school bag, and to make sure I'm involved in everything and with whatever goes on in school and what has to be brought into school and all. So it's very important to talk to Jasmine about it when she comes back and how her day was and all. She loves it. She'll sing you wee rhymes and all, and what she's been doing and what friends she's met up and what she ate. Jasmine loves it. It's very important for her to keep regular attendance at it. If a parent wasn't sure about sending their child to nursery, I would recommend it because it gets the child ready for nursery. It gets them into a routine with wee friends. They know wee friends. They pick up wee skills and all, and it gets them used to the rules for nursery, for primary school when they go to school. And the wee friends then will be going to school with them, so they're not alone when they go to school. So I think it's very important, and I definitely recommend it.
our lovely rainbow. Good girl, Stacey. If you ever catch me, so it's told. I'll give you my big pot of what? My big pot of. So let's go. Now the last one.
Well, the role I played in my children's early years experience was I invited Toybox into the home to play with the child and the children, and I joined in those games, and I told the Toybox lady what the children liked to do, and she then in turn played those games with the children. And then when it was time for play school, I made sure the children went to play school every day and got into the routine of doing that. Well, I feel it done the children very good because they got used to other adults which weren't family members, and it meant when the children were ready for school it wasn't such a big step for them because they were already familiar with getting up, going to school and playing with other children, listening to the adults in the class. So I think it was vital for them.
And what's this?
Well, I had to get into the routine of having all the uniforms washed and ready, having school bags packed, having shoes set out. And well, Stacey had to get into the routine when she came back from school because she had to do her homework. And in her homework she had to do letters, number formation, and she had to do reading. So that was all part of the routine she had to get into when she'd come home. This was very important for Stacey because in P1 they learn the basics of their education and they don't have time in the school to go back over these things when they go into P2 and P3. So it's very important in P1 that they go to school every day and learn all these things. I have a good relationship with the teachers in school. I feel it's important for parents to realise that the teachers are there to do the best for your children and learn them. But also as a parent you have to realise that you know your child better than anyone, and if you pick up on anything that your child is worried about or unsure about, well then it's important for the parent to go up and have an open conversation with the teachers. I'm very confident that the school takes very good care of the children, that the children are safe, that they're there all day, that when you leave them off in the morning, that you know the child is going to be safe and that they'll be there at 3 o'clock when you go back, that they won't leave the school grounds, and that if there is a problem in school that I am contactable by mobile phone or by other numbers, so I know that there'll always be a line of communication there if they need it. Well, my children attend the after school activities in the school. These are drama, music, there's football, Irish dancing, salsa dancing. So, and my children do go to these classes. They look forward to going to them. I think it's important for children to have other activities with their school friends in a school environment which are fun things to do. And if there is football or something like that, it's important for me as a parent to have their kits ready or whatever they need to bring in to join in their class. It's important for the children to feel part of the wider community in the school, and the children do enjoy it.